started recording, and okay. I've never recorded on this before, so I don't know if it's gonna work.
I have.
It works, right?
It works.
Okay, good. Because I've always been using a third party. Anyways, I don't even know what my intro is. Welcome to my channel. This is gonna be our first podcast. Today we have here that army guy, also known as David. He's kind of whack. Don't worry about him. Then we have Autofix.
Yo.
He's
I'm the guy with no camera.
he's,
Coming soon.
he's the guy that's always poor but has a high-paying job. And then you got Kelvin over here, who's also goes by Kipreme. All right, boys. What I wanted to talk about, because I was actually thinking about this the other day, is you guys remember your first PC, like your first experience on a PC?
My first experience on a PC was absolute garbage.
Like gaming or getting on a PC?
No, like getting like
Actually, no, that's a lie. Cause whenever I used to go to my aunt's house, my uncle Felix, he had a PC, and I used to play Counter-Strike when I didn't even know what Counter-Strike was.
it was on a 95, right?
Yeah, it was like on a super old system, but it was dope though. And I was like, I don't know how to play this, but it was cool. And then after that, all my other PC experiences was trash.
Yeah, I think my first PC, because I bring that up because I'm remembering my first home PC. Like my parents bought a PC because they were using it for the organization, the chaplain organization. My first thing to do was to find out if that PC had any games.
I think that's all our intentions when we see something like that.
Yo, and the first thing I played was
Pinball.
Space Cadet Pinball.
Yep.
Yo,
That was a throwback.
that was it, son. That was it for me.
It was Pinball, Minesweeper,
And solitude.
Solitaire. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, my mom's a beast on Solitaire. Every time she gets on a computer, she plays Solitaire.
And then later on, my mom started playing like a game. Same thing as solitaire, but it's Spider, it was called. I got hooked into that.
Spider.
Yeah.
It's like Spider Solitaire, right?
Yeah, it's basically, instead of a certain amount, it's like a whole bunch of rows you have to basically unlock cards and then make a whole row of kings to ace. And it'll put it down and you had to keep going. It's like 8 stacks of them you have to do.
Diantre.
Mm-hmm.
I barely did the solitaire one because I didn't know the concept until like literally 5 years ago. I learned solitaire. What was solitaire?
All right, so that was
So,
Frankie's experience.
That's the point when you got no friends.
Word.
So that was Frankie's experience. My experience was not much. I didn't understand anything about it until I hit my middle school years. My dad finally got a computer, and then I think it was Visa, I think it was. And my cousin was like, yo, there's a game called RuneScape, old RuneScape. Bro, I was so hooked on that shit. I used to play just to hang out with my cousin, and then that nigga was overpowered as shit. But I always try to get to his level. I could never reach that guy, bro. Then there was some issues with the computer, and after that, I went straight to consoles, back to consoles.
I don't remember that first game I played though, but all I remember was being in computer class. It was elementary school, and I was hooked on some game. I couldn't remember what game it was.
Yo, was it a
But-
game like with snowballs and stuff and something like that?
I was like building
Oh,
Building.
shit.
I was thinking like Penguin, that Penguin game shit, Penguin Club, whatever that was.
Oh, Club Penguin. Wow.
But that was my first actual gaming experience on PC.
you know what other game I used to play? I don't know if you ever heard of Pajama Sam.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Are you kidding me?
Please tell us what it is.
All right. It was about a kid that he used to be in his pajamas and he used to be like a superhero, and then you would have to find like these little like objects. It was like a CD game that I was playing when I was mad young on like I think on my mom's computer. And they made a sequel. It was like Pajama Sam and then Pajama Sam's 2, and I think it was like another one. Bro, that game low key it hits. It was fire. Games.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nah, I never played that. I'm gonna look that up.
Yo, look it up. Pajama Sam. Pajama Sam.
You
That
know
was
what?
a dope
Yeah,
game.
you know what? Let me pull that up real quick. Called Pajama Sam, right?
This nigga trolling right now, bro.
Let's
I
see.
bet you it's not Pajama Sam.
It is.
Oh, yes.
Pajama Sam, bro. And
Yo.
Earthworm Jim. I used to play on the computer.
Wow, bro.
There was a game like this? The hell?
Oh, I
That's
remember that game. But that, my first experience with that actually was in I think it was in middle school.
I used to play that like young. Like I don't remember what age, but
Yo, seeing this game actually reminded me of another game I used to play that kind of had the same concept, but I don't remember that.
oh, yeah, Earthworm Jim. I used to play
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim too. Oh damn! What else, man?
Damn, this guy has better memory than all of us, bro.
I've actually never played Earthworm Jim.
Yo, Earthworm Jim was dope. That was a cool game. I was just so young that I didn't understand the concept, so I was just playing it to play it, and it was like entertaining to me. But if I go back now, I will beat the crap out of that game.
I always had like gaming systems. I never really had like a PC I had gamed on.
Yeah,
here.
I was actually gonna ask you guys what was. I want to know what was your first console that you've owned, like you personally went and well, I wouldn't say purchased, but maybe your parent or whatever bought you that you owned.
Genesis or fucking
What?
Super Nintendo or something.
I basically grew up.
Okay, you go.
I basically grew up with everything, bro. Fucking
Game Boys, all
Super
that.
Nintendos, fucking
That you owned?
Yeah, it was all mine.
Yeah,
I was a,
We had the Super Nintendo and we had a Sega Saturn.
Ja, the Saturn.
Yep.
don't know what that is. Sadly.
Every intro of the game was Sega.
Yeah.
mine was Sega.
Mine progressed slowly. It was from Super Nintendo, then after that it was Nintendo 64. I got it slowly. I even got like fucking 4 PlayStation 2s before. They just kept breaking.
Well, let me tell you a story, all right? My first console that I've owned that was in the house, because everything else I used to go and play with my friends in their house. And in the schoolyard, my first console was a PlayStation, and I didn't have a lot of games. Actually, my first game that I ever bought was SpongeBob Battle for... No, not Battle. It was SpongeBob... It was a SpongeBob game, all right? And it was a fun-ass game, all right? It was hard at the time. But as slowly as I was building up the collection, I used to... I don't know if you guys did this, but I used to trade on the schoolyard games,
Yeah.
I had... Daddy...
like Game Boy games. That was about it.
Yeah.
I remember having like the old Game Boy. It had no color or nothing. I used to play Kirby.
I kind of used to do something like that with in public school. This is like my 1 through 5th grades, but I did it with like one of the associates. Her name was Miss Diaz. She had a son, and she would like tell me, she was like, "Yo, I got PS2 games. If you want to borrow them, let me know." I'll be like, "What?" Yo, she let me borrow. I think it was WWF SmackDown with like The Rock on it. Yo, she was the bomb. She was a dope teacher.
Back. He was like, "Thanks."
Nah, I gave it back, bro.
See that?
WWE, the SmackDown was
that's the difference between me and you. I never gave mine back. The thing is that I would trade, and I was a good con artist on games. There was this kid who was getting rid of like Spyro games. I don't know if you guys know about Spyro on the Game Boy. It's like it's like Season of Flame, Season of whatever, all that, right?
I never played it.
So my brother had an Advance, right? And I was like, I bet. I met up with this kid, and I told him, oh, look, I got these 2 games. And these games were garbage, all right? These games were bad. But the kid didn't mind because he was like, oh, I don't really play these games, so just give me whatever you have, and I'll give you this. And I was like, bet. I gave him the most wackest games. And when I gave it to him, he was like, oh, I've never heard of this. I'm like, yo, it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun and all that stuff. And yo, he gave me a bag full of old GBA games. When I came home, I was like, here, bro. Because Danny only plays handheld. I never played it that much. I was like, here, bro. He's like, yo, how'd you get this? I was like, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Lord.
And I used to do that increasingly. It started with PS1 because that's what I had. Then when Danny got a GBA, it was easier with the GBA games. And then I did that with PS2 games. And then I would find a rich kid who had all the games.
Damn,
Here's the
bro.
thing. I would literally like look and find somebody who had like who was rich, basically, like who had more games than I did. And I would go to their crib and be like, "Oh, you don't play this anymore? Let me have it." They'd be like, "Sure, sure, sure." And that's how I accumulated my collection.
God damn, bro.
Bro, I hustle out here, man. I had no money. What do you want me to do? I got no money.
True. No,
Pinball on the PS1. Pinball.
on the PS1.
Pinball. Like ding 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 ding. Pinball.
All right, you wildin' now. I got two stories. Right? One story was about how this neighbor of mine, when I was a kid, Pokemon was like basically the new shit at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So I think it was Gold and Silver when it just dropped. And then, I progressed my ass, man. I had Larvitar, I evolved him. I was going crazy. This kid was so jealous. My neighbor, literally, second floor guy, so jealous and like anxious. He was like, "Yo, let me see something. I'm gonna do something." Me cluelessly, yeah, sure.
He
Nigga,
erased that.
he erased everything and then saved it. He was like, "Here, I'm done." I was like, "All right, cool." Where's everybody? Where's all my Pokemon? I don't know, man. It just came like that. I chased that nigga out of my fucking house so bad.
Damn, son.
It was some Indian kid too, yo. After that, I looked at him. Don't come near me, bro. Fuck you up.
Damn, that's OD though.
Yo, my whole progress, son. And I was a kid too, man. I was so upset.
Get the mini heart attacks because sometimes you would load up your game and it'd be everything erased. I'm like, no, shut it off. Shut it back off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's still like that. Shut it off. Shut it back on. And it went on. I finally are.
Yeah, yo.
Yo, let me have
heart
it,
attacks right there, bro.
son.
Like, nah, you playing with me, right? It tests my gangster real quick. No.
That's a fact though. I think that's more common in the Game Boy Color ones, the Game Boy Color games. That's more common. Cause my brother had a gold, and so his gold you can never save it and turn it off because it would always erase completely. This
I think that's
man,
why I'd be saving so much.
this
I think
man
because of that.
had a SP, and you know how the SP has his charger, right? So he would at night he would stop playing the game, put his SP to charge, and leave the game on all night. My man did that for like almost a month and a half just to beat that
Imagine
game.
how hot it would be. Just like fucking burning on your hands.
Bro, I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
It just didn't blow up.
That's a milestone in this book.
No,
In
he
this world.
tells that story like he's proud of it. He's like, yeah, I did that. That's his war story.
Oh Lord.
My
That's funny.
word, son. But yeah, after that, I think
PS2 had like the best games though.
I never
PS2
had
and
it.
Nintendo 64.
SOCOM was the
Nintendo
shit.
64 had good games too.
Yeah.
They had the
Nintendo
original
64?
Smash Bros. Yeah, they had Mario
Fucking
64.
Donkey Kong 64. Oh, I love that game.
God.
I love that
What
game.
else was there? They had some good games for 64.
You know what I low key like for 64? Pokemon Coliseum.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
that was
Oh,
good.
That game was dope.
That game was.
Yeah.
I was always compete with my cousins and shit. Like, yo, and the mini games. Yo, who could beat me,
The
bro?
mini games,
Bro,
son.
I used to cheese that shit so bad.
That was
bro.
so much fun, yo.
And then when Mario Party came out, he started ruining friendships.
Yo.
Bro, my brothers didn't want to play with me because I used to cheese them, bro.
Nigga, growing up, Genny and Chi-Chi would every time I ask them, yo, let's play, they'll look at me. Nah, you always win. And then when I let them win, they become sore winners. Nah, I don't want to play no more.
You know,
Nigga,
you know who's that? You know who's the guy that always
mine's-
wins between me, Sammy, and Danny? He's always Sam.
And then they leave crying, and that's then I lose.
But yeah,
Alright.
that's actually true for me, Daddy, and Franco.
what?
I'm usually always the one that beats them too.
Yeah.
All right, Another question. What was the first game you played that scared the shit out of you?
Resident Evil.
Huh?
64? Doom 64?
Nah, I never played that.
I never played Doom, but I think
Bro, I
scary
used to be
game.
scared, bro, playing them games.
Now, the only reason I mention it is because the first game I played that really scared the shit. I literally turned off the fucking console the second I saw something. Was Torok on Nintendo 64.
Wow, Turok.
That shit scared the shit out of me, son. My dad came home with this game, and I was like, "Oh shit, thanks, pops. It's a new game." Put it in. The whole cassette is all black too.
Never
So the whole cassette is all black, and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool and shit." Because Donkey Kong was all yellow. If I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
yeah.
Torok was black, and I was like, "Oh, it could be cool." I put it in. I started off. It's giving me like a little tutorial. This is your weapon. You throw it. All right, cool. Yo, the first gate I go through, I see a giant dinosaur lizard just coming after me. I shot it off. I was like,
Click.
I didn't have an experience like that, but I had played a game that gave me nightmares. It was like a really creepy part. I don't know if y'all played Max Payne.
Yes.
All right, there's the part when you gotta follow like a blood trail,
Oh yeah.
and then you hear the baby crying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had nightmares from that. That scared the shit out of me, bro.
That's
And
not how it
it
works.
took me a while to get back on the game and beat it.
Bro, it never took me a while. I just never played it again. I played Resident Evil one time. Resident Evil 1 in the mansion. You get in there, and you know how I think it's on the second floor or something. That you go through that door that has all the windows. It was on the first floor. You go through that door that has all the windows, and it's like lightning and shit.
Yeah.
Is it
The
the
dog
monster that comes on
breaks
the ceiling?
through the window. It's like a dog that breaks through the window or something like that. And after that, I never played it again.
That's funny.
Bro, I screamed, shut it off, and never played it again.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever played a game that scared me. But I guess this is gonna be a weird story, but the game that kind of like freaked me out a bit, I think I had an existential crisis from was when I was in middle school and I was playing Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, the second one from Ocarina, and I was playing, and there's a point where you go up to the moon, and in the moon there's little kids running around with masks on. It's like a whole white room, little kids, and it's one tree in the center. And that creeped me the hell out. Like, I got so creeped out that I stopped playing for 2 weeks. Then he's like, yo, why didn't you play Majora's Mask? I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to play it right now.
Nah, that game sucks, man.
I don't know what it freaked me out about it, but it's just the thought of it. And like Frankie, I was having like nightmares about it. Like I was like in a white space, kids running around, wearing masks, like you don't even know what you're doing. And it just freaked me the hell out. Like I was just freaked out.
Well,
But I still beat the game because the game's good.
now that you and Frankie mentioned nightmares, that Torah game gave me nightmares, but it came to the point where right before the PlayStation 2 came out, I still had the Nintendo 64, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to beat this shit. Fuck this. Yo, I got back on it. Yo, the fear just came right back to me. I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit.
I still wouldn't play Resident Evil till this day. I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, after going through the tutorial all over again and then fucking seeing what it is, I tried it. I killed some things. I was like, oh, yo, this is not that bad. Then I saw bigger ones. I was like, nah, I'm not. Turned that shit on right away again. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this again. No. To this day, I have not finished or beat that game.
So we all grew up on PlayStation, right? That's what we all grew up on, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would
I didn't
say
grow up on it. I never had a PlayStation. I used to sneak in to my father's room and play the PlayStation. I never had a PlayStation. I grew up on Xbox and Nintendo.
okay, so you're the only one that grew up. I grew up on PlayStation. All right.
Mhm.
And the person that opened my eyes who
Frankie, right?
was Frankie.
Remember Midnight Club? All right, continue.
I remember my first time with an Xbox was with Frankie. I went to Frankie's crib and we were playing. He was playing Gears 1. That was my first introduction into Xbox.
And he was like, "How do you use this controller?"
Yeah, he was.
You gotta use 10 arms to use that first controller, bro.
That's a fact. That thing was this fat. Like, why?
What?
It's like,
What?
it's like, how do you use this?
Do you remember Nintendo 64 controllers? That shit had 3 arms.
Like this.
Well, but yeah.
Bro, what the hell?
Yeah, and then you would go like this, and if you want to taunt in melee, you slap the you go.
my first ever playing claw.
Yo, but that's crazy to me because now looking back, I wish I grew up on Xbox more than PlayStation, to be honest. Xbox at the time, I shouldn't say now, but at the time, Xbox for me had better games. Well, games I wanted to play more.
1 or 360?
The first one, the original Xbox original.
Yeah, I grew up on basically Nintendo first, then switched. I never had Sega in my life though. I had Nintendo. I had Nintendo my whole first part of my life, and then PlayStation 1 came out. I had that. Then it kept progressing off that. PlayStation 2, a whole bunch of PlayStation 2. Sorry. Then then I went over to my cousin's house, and then he had Xbox, and that was the first time I ever heard of it. I was like, what the fuck is this? He was like, yeah, it's an Xbox, you play games, I was like, all right. And the first game he gave me, Halo 2.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Started up and all you hear is the.
I was like, what the hell? What is
this intro?
Bro, we would play split screen. I was like, yo, that's like when my whole
screen hacking.
My whole perspective of like FPS is just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Then PS3 came out. I got that, and then that's when Modern Warfare came out. No, I didn't get PS3. I got PS3 much later before the 360.
Yeah.
So I got 360 and Halo 3. Huh?
I was about to say I never got a PS3. I never had PlayStation at all. My father always had PlayStation.
So yeah.
Always had
at the PS2, and I figured out how to play online and shit. I got Xbox 360 with Halo 3, and that's how it just took off my whole fucking gaming career.
So your first online?
These guys, bro. Mad long ago, and they were fucking nasty. I'm like the worst one, but I'm over here just playing just to play. Bro, I used to make an account like every month, just because like I didn't have like you pay the subscription.
Oh yeah.
I don't got no more. Make another one.
Yeah, like 16 accounts.
Oh yeah, bro. I used to make a new email every week. I remember one of my gamer tags, Crumbling Owl.
Yo, I still remember my first one that I had for the longest. So I started playing with these guys. It was Dr. Pimp 25.
Dr. Pimp?
Yeah. At first it was
Halo days.
Yeah, at first it was supposed to be like Dominican Republic Pimp. That's the first thing that came up to my mind. I grabbed it. And then it said already taken. And I was like, what the fuck? And I just put 25. Or like the suggestion of 25 came up, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just take this one. Fuck it. After that, like a whole 2 years, it was just Dr. Pimp 25.
I don't know. Mine's is OG, baby, to this day.
And actually, yours was Autofix Freak for You 92.
Yeah, all right. It started from PSP.
Yeah.
PlayStation Portable playing SOCOM Fireteam Bravo. My original gamer tag was Autofix Freak. Yeah, it was just Autofix Freak.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just chopped off the freak and I kept Autofix, and that's it to this day.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say, you guys remember your first online game? Like you guys were like,
Halo
online?
3.
Yeah,
Halo 3.
Okay.
It was either Halo or Call of Duty for me.
Halo 3 for me. I definitely remember. I met some white kid and we became friends, and we were just doing stupid shit together.
It was Halo. Everybody was on the Halo wave. It was Halo because it blew up pretty big.
Yeah.
Halo 3.
Halo
2 blew up pretty big.
Yeah.
I think
Mine
Halo
was
3
SOCOM.
was.
SOCOM was the shit.
I think Halo 3 was the most popular online. Like,
Halo Reach was really good.
yeah, I bring that up because my first online experience was with Frankie again because he introduced me to Gears, and we played we played Gears online for the first time.
Yo, but you know what's crazy? Gears was introduced to me too, cause this was in high school.
By who?
Before I got my Xbox, I cut school. Went to my boy's house, and then he had a best friend, so we went to his house. He was chilling. He had an Xbox, and first game I played on Xbox, Gears of War 1.
Mhm.
Oh shit! So the first Xbox had online features.
No, Xbox 360. Sorry,
Oh, I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Xbox 360.
The
and,
first Xbox did have online, but it wasn't popular.
No, it wasn't as big
Nah,
as
it wasn't.
360.
It wasn't like a thing, you know.
No.
Yeah, because the internet wasn't that big of a crazy advancement
Yeah.
from what we went when the 360 came out.
True.
Yeah, it was
true.
all split screen because they had Halo 1.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
yeah, man.
and then he introduced me to that, and I think because I never really played COD online like that. Like I got into COD with COD 4 with you guys actually. I started playing with Frankie, and then I think from there I met you two, right? I met Kel.
It was me, Calv,
Matt,
Carlo, Mason.
Joel.
Joel, Adon.
No, it was before them.
Oh,
It was us, me, Carlos, Matt, Mason. I can't remember the other guy's name, but we used to freaking kill them and jump off. Everybody jumps off just to watch the freaking kill thing.
no, I think Black Ops was the best part because we can actually dive off.
Oh yeah,
That was
dive.
That was the best part about that game.
Yeah, and,
Just
and
diving off.
that's something I remembered. I don't think I really got into Call of Duty until I started playing with you guys, and then we as a group got really into an MW2. MW2 was like that was like I remember playing it religiously like daily, son.
That's when our skills started to develop even further. When
Yeah.
we all heard Quizscope, what is that? I want to try that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fucking having Quizscope matches, lobbies and shit.
Throwing knife
Throwing
fights.
knives. Yo, it was insane.
I don't
I
know.
remember when it used to lag and the player looks like he's moonwalking. He's just. That'd be funny as
And
hell.
that's the thing, son. It's so crazy now thinking back to it that we just played to have fun, but then progressively we just got better. We got better.
We got good, son.
That's yeah, like we got good. And I wanted to bring this to you, Kel. Like, how was it switching from controller to mouse and key?
Bro, it was a very difficult thing.
My hardest
Yo,
thing.
ever since I got my PC, started it up and everything, I was like, all right, cool. I'm all good. I'm set. Let me play some games and shit. First thing I grabbed was my controller. I was like, I'm not touching that shit. Hell no. But then it's times like I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to learn this shit eventually. So I've been doing research like, yo, what's the game to play to start to understand your keyboard and mouse? And all of them is just like, yo, just play the game with it. If you suck, you suck. And that doesn't work well with me because I don't like to suck. I want to progress. I want to beat everybody. But then I've been just playing random games and shit. Like the first one I ever downloaded that was actually free. I had no money at the time after building the PC was Warframe. Warframe is a free FPS open world game. So playing it that on the keyboard is very complex. You gotta know your movement from left to right. From sprinting to rolling to high jumping to fucking maneuvering. It's one crazy ass shit. So I will play a little bit on the keyboard and then I will get frustrated, go back to controller. Nah. Play that for a little bit, then keep hopping back and forth. And every other game that I found for free on Steam, I would just play with the controller first to understand it and then go straight to keyboard and try that slowly. But then I'll get frustrated again and just uninstall it. But the more I kept playing with the keyboard, I was like, all right, I can do this. I can change the buttons. I can make it comfortable for me. And slowly I was just like, yo, I don't need the controller no more.
Baby Shroud was born.
But but to this day, bro, I'm telling you, if I pick up a controller and I try playing serious, I won't play the same way as I do with I won't play the same way when I used to use a controller back then. It's the different experience. I suck 100% more now.
Yeah, cause look, it's. I mean, I play controller, obviously. You know, I'm a controller guy. This is just so much easier.
No. David, tell them how my skills was with the controller. Before.
Nah, yeah, he was really good. He just how he plays now. Like, imagine just a slower aimbot.
Exactly. And then if I picked up the controller now to play like Apex or like even something familiar as Call of Duty, I won't fucking catch up to how I was back then. I had to stay with keyboard and mouse.
I can't with that. That's pretty insane. But what
So,
else?
you should play as a song.
Yeah? Oh, my guitar? Not me. Just for you. I'm playing a song.
Like if we played like a custom match right now and I had a controller, y'all would definitely kill me.
Yeah, that's the only way we could win.
No, play me right now. 1v1. You use controller, Cal. I'll fucking cook you.
Just switch roles.
Nah, but I tried. I gave one full day of mouse and keyboard to Apex, bro. My fingers were sore.
I gave it
hard.
a year, but it wasn't even like
Hard,
a serious like mouse and keyboard. It was just laptop. So it's kind of hard to do
tried.
that.
Aiming is fine.
Of
It's
course,
just-
that's
it's
your
just
right
left
whole
hand.
arm.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
your left hand, bro.
yeah.
Your left hand with all the commands, and you got to remember what buttons what. and
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Sometimes
I
I'll be knowing where it's at. I just hit it and then I missed the button. I'm like, wait, that wasn't the button? I'm like,
What I would suggest if you really want to switch to keyboard and mouse, just play something very simple that with less commands.
Yeah.
Start with that to understand where the button is, and then progress.
Movement is fine for me. I can move.
Of
But
course.
Everything else, like trying to pop a med, pop a cell, something. I do not remember what the keys are, and I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. I die.
See, the best thing about PC, you can actually change the
Yeah,
button.
you can change the binds. I know, but it's like, all right, now I got to remember what binds do what.
Yeah, now you gotta remember your binds. Like,
All right, that makes sense. But
You
if
know,
you're
on the
switching from game to
controller,
game,
every
no.
button is there. There's no extra buttons. On your keyboard, you have a million buttons.
No, there is extra
came
buttons.
over here and changed your controls on my mouse and keyboard. And when my controller was trying to was messing up, I tried to jump to my mouse and keyboard. I was like, I don't know where everything is because you switched all the buttons back to
Yeah.
your stuff.
he did the same thing here. He put the Kelvin aimbot on my keyboard as well.
Nigga just plugged in a USB real quick, downloaded all his
Hell
hacks.
yeah. He's like hacker man. Like,
Yo, Frank, you don't have side buttons on your mouse, do you?
I have 4 extra buttons.
Yeah, it should be like 2, like this.
Yeah, sometimes I have like pickup. I have pickup on the binds on my mouse.
Yeah, because how I have my Apex, this is my ability, like my my regular ability, and this
Yeah.
is a heal.
Oh, that
That's,
I
what
don't do.
that's,
I
that's
have
how I have it.
I have
I was
pickup.
just thinking about that too.
Like I have equipped items or pickup items on my first button on the left. For the mouse.
What the hell?
It's kind of weird. It's really easy to equip your buttons with E.
He's not used to it, probably. That's
Yeah.
why.
My left hand, bro. My left hand is hard.
Hey, yo, that's what she said.
I mean, yes. What?
And I play drums, so you would think I'm like really good coordinated, like with my
Drums, you
hands.
only have like what 5 things to hit?
Yeah, but still,
1, 2,
you
3,
need
4.
good
have to be
good
coordinated.
coordination to stay on beat.
Yeah, true.
But yeah.
You guys don't play instruments?
No, I suck. My instrument right now is the keyboard. That's my instrument.
Play the flute in junior high school. I mean, I wouldn't say I play instruments.
So I'm the one in the
Alright.
background playing the triangle.
At least you guys played. I never played. I never had like a music class with instruments and stuff.
I played like light keyboard also.
Where did you go to school and overseas?
The fuck? I would definitely sound more professional, more polite than how I sound now if I was actually overseas. But no, I guess all the schools that I went to wasn't really either my elementary, my middle school. I wouldn't say they're like new, but they didn't offer too much. And then my high school was basically brand new when I started. The only grades they had was ninth grade, the first for high school, and the first for middle school. That's all they had.
Dang.
And then I graduated with the last year of them hitting all the grades.
That's crazy. But yeah, I learned actually with Tony. I don't know if you remember Tony. Yeah. Yeah, Tony, he actually taught me and my brother how to play. Me the guitar, and my brother the piano.
Yeah, I was learning piano with Tony also.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Frankie would also be in the piano with Tony. It's actually because we've known each other. How long we know each other now? 2021.
Years.
Oh, wow.
Years.
I think me and Frankie are like 11 years, right? 12. Maybe even more. Because I came in 07. I met him in 08 in one of our churches that we used to go to. And from there we just hit it off. And he swears to this day that
you make that up?
he did not have a mop top, okay?
Oh, I didn't have no mop top.
Bro, this kid had my whole family remembers that. How? So my whole family's lying?
What's a
Bro,
mop?
I used to play.
I think it's a hairstyle.
I never had mop top.
Yeah, it's a hairstyle that covers your entire like this, like emo kind of.
Nah, I never
Like
had
the-
emo
Like
hair,
the,
bro.
like
You
the
lying.
grudge.
Yeah, like it would go up to here.
Damn, Frankie, you emo back then, bro?
Yo, what it was, dude.
That's funny because if you guys actually met each other in 08, that's the same year me and David met.
Mm-hmm.
After we started
Oh.
school.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I knew about David.
No, we started school in 2007, and then
Mhm.
2008 is when we actually like talked to each other and shit.
I used to see David face to face, but we wasn't friends. We were just playing handball.
Mm-hmm.
Ja, for real?
Yeah.
Swear to God, he used to play inside the
The
course.
schoolyard.
course
Of our
that
school
we were
year.
at.
That was my part.
That was his park, and that was our high school.
Wait. If you saw David play there, then what is that? Like after school or like during school?
After school.
No, it was after school.
Yeah.
That means I have seen you there too before. 'Cause
Probably.
I was there too.
That's wild. That's wild. We'd be all.
Come on court and just get off.
Because after school we would go play handball for a bit and then just go do who knows what.
Yeah, and I only met you guys online. Like
Yeah, through Frankie. And then I saw you in person when when you said, "Yo, my job is hiring," and I went over there to you. And your brother was working there too, somewhere in Soho.
Oh, Ben Sherman?
I don't fucking know.
It was a clothing store, right? It was a clothing store.
Yeah.
It was Ben Sherman. Oh yeah, and then I was like, yo, you mad tall as hell.
Yeah. And then your first thing was like, wait, I thought you was black. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how you sounded to me, bro. That's how you sounded to me.
It was crazy. That's what my soldier told me. She was like, first time I heard you on the phone, I thought you was black.
Bro, you got like a southern accent going on. That's why. You sound like you come from Georgia.
Who?
David.
That's true. David be sounding southern every now and again.
That's because when I was overseas, I had a roommate and he was like southern. So you pick up, when you with somebody for 2 years,
Yeah.
you pick up. what they
That
got.
is also true. This guy comes back to New York and I finally speak to him. He's like, yo, I haven't said bruh or none of this other New York fucking terms in mad long. I was like, where the fuck you coming from? Coming from a white place, bro.
I got gentrified.
That's wild, son. And it's crazy. I would have to say you guys are the only friends I play with online. Like, you guys are probably my closest friends. Yeah.
Oh, we love you too, Sam.
No, man. I'm about to
Yeah,
cry.
the
right
only,
here.
only people we play with religiously. to be honest.
I be leaving people for y'all.
Same
What's
here.
this? Oh, God.
Same here. It's just that I know how you guys play. You guys are actually good. I'll be honest with you. Most of our friends suck. Like,
What are you talking about?
if y'all see this and get offended, then y'all you suck.
This nigga's gonna play a game. You gonna play a game, nigga, while we're doing this?
How you know that? Damn,
It just
you
came up
watching
on
me,
my-
Yeah.
Super what, man?
It just came up.
Super Mega Champion. This nigga's
bro. I
gonna
was looking. I was like, yo, is it an anime game? Let me check this shit out.
Yeah, bro.
Wow,
Yo,
we boring
yo,
you?
It's so crazy because it just literally popped up on my screen, and this arm is covering that corner, and I still saw it. It was like,
It's like, look,
thing popped up again.
Yeah, it
it's
popped up.
not-
again.
He's seen it.
Oh
Like I
my
said,
word.
I got another friend on Discord.
What happened, Frank?
No, I'm over here. I saw the notification. I'm like, yo, I got another friend on Discord that I don't know about. Okay.
On Discord.
Yeah, because he just popped up with what the heck is that game called? What are you playing? Now we hawking you.
Super Mecha.
Called Super
Watch
Mega Champion.
A super mega champion.
Word.
Speaking of anime, I'm curious. Do you guys like mecha animes?
Gundam was my only thing.
Those
Yeah.
kind of
Cool
anime.
music to it.
Yeah, Gundam was the only thing, but I didn't really see the whole storyline. It was like whatever was showing on Tsunami,
Same.
and yo, that took my heart, bro. Especially
Same.
the guy with the golden hands, bro. That was crazy.
Alright.
Yo.
Mine was Gundam Wing, and then G Gundam, and then
Is that the animes you're naming?
yeah,
Yeah, those are the series, the different
there's like different series. There's like
Yeah.
bro,
That's
there's
how you
like
can tell. I
there's
haven't.
like
Really,
1,000 Gundam series
yeah,
out
that's
there.
a lot.
And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? They're only like 5 episodes long, like 2 episodes long, 3 episodes long.
Yeah, I never really got into Gundam.
Nah, Gundam was
Cool, man. No,
It's
that-
just sometimes it's like too talkative, but
yeah, that's
when it's like fighting and you see like the animation, yo, it's tough.
definitely, bro. Definitely.
Like I was even up to the point where I was gonna start building like the models, like
Bro.
Damn.
I just found that out literally like 2 years ago that you can buy these fucking sets and
Yeah.
build it.
The ones I want to get if I ever do it are the Gundam Wing,
Yeah.
all 5 of them, but
Oh,
not the ones from the
nice.
regular anime, the ones from the movie Endless Waltz.
Oh, the movie versions.
Yeah,
Okay.
those
This
were-
nigga knows everything. I don't know
No,
none of that.
I used to watch it too, but I was never like.
I love Gundam.
Yeah.
If they can make an anime of Gundam where it's just no talking and straight fighting or something like that, it'll be bomb.
That's like Dragon Ball Z without saying "to be continued" on the next one.
They do have this
Facts,
new one that
bro.
just came out. That's pretty dope. From Iron Blooded Orphans.
Oh, that one's dope. I've seen it.
That
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is
yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one is the fights and the animation is crazy on that. So
Where's that at?
I don't know. Just look it up on any anime site that they have for free.
This guy finds it on Google and he just watches it wherever he finds it.
I usually watch what on Kiss Anime.
Last night,
Oh,
Kiss
it was
Anime.
tough.
I don't know none of the names. I don't know none of the models. None of that.
Oh yeah.
You show me
My
some of them.
Gundams are Gundam Wing, Wing Zero, Death Sights, and Burning Gundam.
That's the one with the golden hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
Where he
yo.
like kills the Gundam by like grabbing their heads and freaking that was the best.
Yup. And then his back piece becomes like a ring or something.
Yeah.
Yup, that's the one.
Nah, see.
That's, I think it's Burning Gundam or Shining Gundam is one of those.
One of those two, but though that's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah,
I used to have the toy when I was young too.
Yeah.
Toy.
That the thing is, I'm asking is because like I want to watch an anime, but there's so many mecha animes out there. Like, I'm tired of that.
I don't know.
Oh,
about
what's
mechas. What are mecha ones are out there? The only ones I know of is I think Evangelion, something like that.
Oh,
and,
Evangelion. I've seen that one. That was actually pretty good.
that one and Gundam. Those are the only two like mecha ones I know.
I don't really like look forward to just mecha. I go for romance, more comedy, and like stupid shit, but not too stupid, because then I won't stand it.
I can't do those type of animes. I gotta see like action animes. That's
Action
just-
animes. Have you
I
seen
grew up-
Gurren
I
Lagann?
grew up with action anime.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah,
No, I've never seen.
I
Gurren.
seen that one.
That
That
was
was
good, right?
tough. That was tough.
that was good.
Even though it's kind of stupid, but it was pretty
Nah,
tough with the
it was
animation and
good.
like the way they. It's stupid how they combine shit, but it's just like, bro,
yeah.
they can do this.
Yeah. But going
Yeah.
back, yeah, I'm talking about mechs. I'm just saying because I've seen it because I go to Netflix and I try to look for animes that I want to watch, and it's just this. There's pictures. I mean, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but that's the first thing I see.
Everybody. I need to use the bathroom.
All right, that's the first thing I see. All right, so I'm gonna judge it by that, and I'm like, dang, all this has mechs in it. I don't want that. I'm like you. I want to see like something romance or comedy. I love when it's comedy. When it's comedy, the anime is pretty funny as hell. What else? Action,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Stuff that I'll actually enjoy. I don't like mech stuff.
Nah, me back in the day, like, when I used to watch anime on Toonami, it was all action.
Yeah.
It was all action.
Yeah.
anime. So
All they had was
it
action.
changed. So now when I see like animes are like like comedy ones, like
romance and all
for
that. other
me,
stuff.
in my perspective, I know I'm gonna
Why?
get flamed for this, but I don't accept that as anime. You know what I mean? Because I just been around so much action anime, and I just watched so much action
Yeah.
anime, like
That-
Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu
Yeah,
Hakusho, Outlaw Star.
So you so you're
Trigun.
so you're classifying anime based on if it has action or not?
Yeah, that's the way I view it. Like if it doesn't have action, I'm not watching.
It's not anime.
Yeah, I'm gonna get flamed. I'm gonna hear it.
I mean, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, that
Everybody's
is.
gonna kill me because I know there's probably good animes out there that don't have action. It's just like
There-
comedy and stuff like that.
there
But
are.
There is.
I don't know, it's just stuff that I'm not into.
I watch a whole bunch of the like the Almighty Kenichi. I don't know if you guys
Yes.
ever heard of that. That's very good.
That,
I like
yes,
that one.
Yes.
It has some action into it, but nothing super crazy like Dragon Ball Z or like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
blood everywhere. But the concept of it is some comedy. It's funny. There's a little bit of romance, and it gives you about everything that you can desire. It's just fucking cool, man.
So,
Especially the last fights.
All right, but you see, there was an anime that was just like that. I forgot the freaking name of it, and I just like it came by me not too long ago. But it was about I think I remember the Tenchi Muyo. I don't know, y'all remember Tenchi Muyo?
No, what's it about?
It's about one dude, and I think he got like 7 girlfriends. But it's an action movie. It's like an action anime. It's a good anime. You guys gotta watch that. It's like a really really old one.
I hear
I had
that.
to search it up.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
What's it
Tenchi
called?
Muyo. Tenchi Muyo.
Tenchi all together. Oh, look, the first one that popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tenchi Muyo. That's a good anime. He got like it's like 7 girls that like have a crush with him, and that's I don't remember.
Is on
like,
is on Netflix or no?
I have
I highly doubt it.
yeah, I highly doubt it.
Yeah, because
Is-
this looks too good.
Is one of the chicks have blue hair, like
Yeah.
like a Sonic looking
And I think
hairstyle?
one of them looks like a cat too. It's pretty. It's a dope anime, but
That looks-
the action is pretty sick,
That looks-
and it's
yeah.
funny. It's funny and it has like a lot of good stuff in it.
So here, I was gonna tell you. I was gonna ask you, Frank. So what do you think about? Damn, I was just thinking about this right now. So you're saying only action, right? Basically, you're just saying action.
Yeah, I can only watch action things. Like it'll draw me in, and then I'll be hooked on it, and that's it. Like My Hero Academia, when you show me
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fight, I was like, "Yo, this anime is dope."
yeah,
Now I want to watch it, but I still haven't started watching it yet.
it's good. It's okay. That's what I
Oh,
was thinking
season
about.
5 came out too.
Yeah. It just came out. What about sports anime?
I've
Oh.
seen one like that. I seen a tennis one. I think it was like the King of Tennis.
Yeah, the Prince of Tennis.
Prince of Tennis. I
A
seen
little
that.
kid, right?
Dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope. And then I seen like a couple, like I seen like clips of like volleyball ones and basketball ones.
Yeah.
where it was like, oh my god, he did a crossover, and then he just did a spin move. How am I supposed to counter this? I'm like, that's a little OD, but I guess I could watch it. Well, I don't know.
So would you consider that anime then? You would consider that?
I mean,
Oh no, he don't. All right, how about this one? Would you consider this an anime? Initial D.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yeah. When there's
But
no
it's
fucking
action.
action. There's no action. You're racing,
Bro,
racing,
action, bro. Racing simulation, bro.
bro. How is that action, bro? You're talking about more like physical,
It got drama. It's drama, it's competitive, and it's just him trying to be like the best in the world.
This guy needs his fucking morals corrected right now,
Yeah.
Yo, man, shut your mouth. Don't you ever bring Initial D into this shit.
bro.
Initial D is the shit.
Yo.
I seen first half, like the first half of this first season. I was just like, okay, this is okay. And I stopped watching it after a while, and I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
but you know what's good about it? It has a story, and it just brings you in. And it's like, all right, cool. It's about this kid who didn't know absolutely shit about cars.
Yeah.
but he drives like a fucking king.
Yeah,
An
and
8.6.
And then, like 5 seasons later, yo, this nigga's like a god
Yeah.
on the freaking road, and it's like,
Takumi Fujiwara, papa.
word, yo, tofu delivery driver, man.
You know what's funny? I was driving by Williamsburg. No, not Williamsburg. By Bushwick, like north side.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody like try to make the same car. It looked like the same thing, same model. The whole
My mom had one. My mom had an 8.6, and my dad had an 8.6.
What?
Yep. And my dad had the best one because he had the 5-speed manual transmission one. My mom had an automatic one.
What happened? They sold it?
They sold it, yeah.
Oh, damn.
This was before Frankie was born.
Yeah,
probably.
true.
This wasn't. I was alive.
Oh, why'd you stop him?
He didn't know, bro. What he's gonna say, like 2 years old? Don't sell car. I want car.
Yeah, I was way older than 2.
But no, it's funny you say that because me and Franco a few years ago, a while back actually, we went to Formula Drift and we actually saw. Remember, Frank? We saw a replica of the car.
Yeah.
It was in the park.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's an event where. Well, I mean, Frankie would tell you more. He knows all about it. It's just a racing event where there's cars drifting. It's
Where? Here in New York? It took place?
no, it was in Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Frankie, you whack, bro.
Yeah, my bad. What happened?
No, we were just talking about Formula Drift.
Oh, yeah, yo, Formula Drift is coming up June 19th.
Again?
Yo,
Yeah.
You
it's
gonna go?
I don't know, cause that's close to when my daughter's gonna be born.
Oh.
Our due date is June 25th.
oh, that's super close.
19th, and it's like, damn, I can't risk it.
That's
But that's
super
gonna be my
close.
dad's birthday, so I'm gonna buy him tickets, and I'm gonna let him go without me.
Damn.
But you
But
were
yeah.
saying, huh?
Yeah, no, that we saw a replica from Formula Drift. It was in the parking lot. Somebody just brought in like, and it had the name of
The
the
decals and everything on it.
Yeah, it had the Fujiwara tofu thing in Japanese letters. It was sick. It was like an exact replica.
That's exactly that's what I saw over there on north side.
Yeah.
I was, or it was the south side. One of those, all the way over there by the bridge.
One of those sides.
Oh yeah, bro.
But damn, bro, I think, when Frankie showed me that anime, the Initial D, I was hooked.
Bro, it was sick. And the music is
Yeah,
fire.
that-
Wait,
The
wait.
music is dope.
When did you get hooked? Because I didn't get hooked until like almost like the end of the season 1.
No. I got hooked. No, it was the opening scene where he was drifting down the mountain. When he was drifting down the mountain and you see the car going, I mean, the anime.
Oh. So basically, the beginning, you got hooked.
Yeah, because I was like, because at that time we were playing Forza Horizon, and then Frank was like, yo, there's this anime you got to check out. I was like, what's it about? He's like, it's about drifting. I was into drifting. Huh?
We playing Forza today?
Oh, I'm actually with it. Forza's great. But yeah, at that time I was all into drifting. I was like, I wanted to know more about drifting, whatever. And Frank was like, yo, check this anime out. It's called Initial D. And boom, that's it.
All right, I got a question for Frank. Yo, everything that they said in that anime, is it true?
Like what?
The facts of like the cars and like their weaknesses and
Yo,
shit.
man. In the beginning of the anime, it says non-fictional, right?
I gotta ask this
Some
guy.
stuff is true. Some stuff is true. Some, you know, it's an anime, bro. Come on.
where he's when Takumi is like taking a corner and he's explaining it. Half an hour later, he's still taking the same corner. Like that's so crazy.
Nah, some stuff is true. It's like, I don't know what to say.
It's like in the sports one. In the sports one, some of it is true. Like I don't know if you guys saw Kuroko's basketball. It's on Netflix. Yeah, so if we all played ball, right? We all understand how the game works. So that in that anime, there are some stuff that is true. Now the whole, inner strength thing. That's the
Yeah, that's what D. So
Wait, you seen that, Frankie?
what?
That anime?
Nah, but it's something else. Like an initial D. Like you see how, like drivers, they say, "Oh my God, I can see his aura in the car."
Yeah.
You know, like that's just OD.
All right,
Yeah.
that I understand, but I'm not like the facts about like certain cars, like the.
Oh yeah, nah, definitely. They hit it right on the money. Like, they say the Mazda is like a rotary engine, and then when they zoom in, and they do like the see through where you can see the motor like spinning and stuff.
Yeah.
It's an actual rotary engine. Like that's what I like about the show.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy accurate on the vehicles.
It's super accurate. Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Yo, the interior's accurate. Like there's nothing different about the freaking
Yeah.
car. Because when I was looking like the inside of Takumi's car, bro, I remember my mom's and my dad's car, like exactly the same.
Wow.
It's accurate.
The race what Takumi had against like that little ass car, they called it
Cappuccino.
there you go.
Oh,
I was like, yo,
That's a real car.
at first I was like, yo, is that a S2K? No fucking way. And then it said cappuccino. I was like, what the fuck is
No,
that?
that's a real car.
But then I didn't really put any thought about it. I was just like,
That's
what
the car that's only in Japan.
That's the thing, though. I didn't know that. I didn't put any research behind it. I was just like, what the fuck? That can't be true. I didn't put any thought about it. And then one of the YouTube channels that I watched that like fixes cars and they give it away and everything, this guy buys a cappuccino.
Talking about
That
Jimmy Oaks, I think.
No, it was his name is Mickey from Throttle.
Oh,
Fucking guy bought a cappuccino that was imported from Japan all the way over here.
yeah,
I was just like, that car actually exists.
yeah, bro. That car is like.
And it's mass smaller
Yeah.
than a
your
S2K.
your head will stick out. I think my head too.
Yeah, and that's the anime that taught me about drift lines, corners, overtaking and undertaking. Like that anime taught me a lot of
Yeah,
racing
I think it
lingos.
teach you a lot of stuff too.
you
Like
know?
when the guy's brother was like, "Yo, you gotta practice your acceleration." Yo, I literally went to go drive and I was like, "Oh shit,
Ryusuke?
oh shit." Yeah,
Ryusuke? Yeah.
was telling his little brother with the yellow FD.
Yeah. the
Talking about like
RX-7.
you gotta practice your acceleration and shit. I was like, what is he talking about? After watching that episode, I went to go drive the next day. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, that shit works.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy because I was playing Forza Horizon 3 at the time, and they kept saying that before you take a corner, brake and then e-brake, because in the game I would e-brake, I wouldn't care. But I was actually drifting because of what they said. My car broke a little bit. I pressed the e-brake and I was able to get corners.
Because you're shifting weight. You're shifting weight to the front when you press the brake, and then when you hit the e-brake, it's easy to slide.
Yeah,
Tokyo drift status.
exactly. And that's what I'm like, yo, I learned stuff from anime, not cooking animes though.
Like Food Wars, have you ever seen that shit? That shit is fucking crazy, son.
Crazy anime too, bro.
Bro, what makes this anime funny is because they throw little sex hints in there and shit.
I mean,
But it's funny.
All their animes have basically sexual innuendos.
Bro, I see one anime on Facebook, like a clip, bro. like the chicks were fighting with their tits and ass.
Oh, I've seen like a commercial thing about that.
Like-
I didn't see the tits. I saw ass, just
Nah,
like
bro.
banging each other.
Dude, this was nuts. I was like, what the hell? Like, y'all
They
just
make-
ran out of stuff to make, and y'all just.
Nah, but let's talk about that anime with the basketball one. That shit is retarded as
Oh,
fuck.
you seen it? You seen it?
I seen all 3
Yeah.
seasons that they had.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
It is entertaining, but the only thing that gets me lost is, what the hell do they call it? He's too deep in something. Like his eyes starts fucking like showing like lightning or something. Like they're like in
yeah.
the zone.
Yeah, so one of the main protagonists, the little one, Kuroko, he has the ability to see
Go invisible, basically.
Yeah.
What?
But
No, the thing is, all right, if you're playing in a team, right, like a basketball, and you see one guy making threes, like going in, dunking, laying it up, where's all that attention going to?
to
The guy that's doing, the guy who's doing all that
Yeah,
flashy
Yeah,
shit.
is this a question I'm supposed to answer?
Yeah, nigga,
It was-
fucking pointed
it
it out.
wasn't rhetorical.
But anyways, the reason why he vanishes off the screen or like in the game is because he doesn't do anything besides pass the ball.
Yeah.
So he'll go in a spot where no one is looking at him. They'll toss him the ball and he'll just like instantly flick it to the next person, and you will not even see it.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's the fake stuff right there, because nobody cannot do a contact pass that fast. Like it.
I'm LeBron James. I can do whatever I want because I'm the GOAT.
I would actually agree with David. This nigga has like the weirdest pass.
I'm pretty sure I can.
I agree.
Where it goes, and then
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can.
David fucking works out that arm like fucking Hulk. He can literally one toss to anybody. That's if we can catch it.
That's another thing, that he passes it like a bullet. You've seen the anime, right? Like he passes it OD fast, and I'm like,
Is it like the ball gets distorted and turns into like an oval?
yeah.
Just like a 1,000,000-mile-per-hour ball.
Yeah. And then they'll catch it and they'll be like, oh, what? Like,
Oh, man. I can't watch an anime like that because I'll just be like, bro, really?
we're all out of time, boys. We're done.
Oh yeah, done. Okay.
We're done.
I feel like
Damn, how long was this?
That was an hour. That was it.
God damn. This
Right?
nigga went to go pee. This guy went somewhere too.
yeah, my
Dude,
mom.
that game I played, it isn't that bad. It's like pretty cool in a sense.
How do you
'cause it's
play the
different.
game?
This nigga played the game during this whole podcast.
But it was a little laggy. I don't know. I didn't like the laggy part.
It was probably because we're streaming now. I mean, recording.
You're recording.
Oh. All right, guys. If you liked what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna keep doing these podcasts, hopefully weekly. That's the schedule I want to set up. Hopefully a weekly.
That's the goal.
Well, I won't be here for the next month.
Oh, true.
Is it alright? I'll take David's spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
just
he
go.
gets-
And
you
myself.
need a camera, dude.
No, go to his house, right?
Hey, just come sit in my chair.
You just
put
need a
Zeus
camera,
there.
says
Just put
Frankie.
Zeus.
All right.
Frankie, you need a
All we
camera.
hear is him telling Zeus, I'm like, get.
He has to keep up the quota of get, right? He has to keep that up.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what camera you got. 'Cause I got
Yeah.
that.
So
I got
thank you so
some
much for watching again, guys.
Okay.
We'll be back real soon. All right.
Okay.